Ambulance emergency, tell me exactly what's happened.
Emergency ambulance, what's the address of the emergency? Tell me exactly what's happened.
When the most serious emergencies strike, the ambulance has 8 minutes to respond.
I'm going to tell you what to do, right?
With 999 calls doubling in London over the past 10 years.
I'm not asking if you're an atheist, I'm asking, do you want an ambulance?
In the control centre, every single one needs a split-second decision. Who needs an ambulance quickest?
It's so critical that we try and cut him down. It's the only way that we're going to be able to try and save his life.
And who must wait?
And I'm an ambulance, please.
Kathleen, the ambulance will not be coming to you tonight, Kathleen. Kathleen?
From the moment a call comes in.
It's been stabbed in the stomach.
Looking for any ambulance for a 16-year-old who's had her hand slashed by a machete.
Another stabbing?
Crews race to save lives.
Seconds feel like minutes, minutes feel like hours when you're waiting for an ambulance.
My name's Peter, all right, we're going to look after you. We're going to give some very, very strong pain medicines.
We've got a 94-year-old female who's fallen.
I need to know if he's breathing or not, it's really important.
He's as drunk as 1,000 people.
The NHS is under unprecedented pressure.
There was a hanging, there was a 4-year-old that's fallen 20 foot, and now we've got another double stabbing.
You're the Queen of England, so why have you dialed 999?
As London grows by over 100,000 people a year,
You've overdosed, fella. You've overdosed.
ambulances are struggling to keep up. The situation is now critical.
Someone's taken my Echo 231 for something else.
Another cardiac arrest, another deceased.
Please, God, be an ambulance. Be an ambulance.
This is the story behind the sirens. Through the eyes of the London Ambulance Service.
Did you see what you were shot with? A shotgun?
I think essentially we should say that she's gone. It's time to stop.
Sometimes it's just not easy. But you go on to your next job. Because there's somebody else that you can help.
Oh, London has woken up. Here we go.
One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, my love, I'm going to tell you how to give him mouth to mouth, okay?
Okay.
Just do 2 breaths, and then once you've done the breaths, we're going to go back to the compressions, okay?
Wednesday morning in the London Ambulance Control Centre, and today is a normal day.
I believe you're having some chest tightness and coughing from inhaling bathroom bleach, is that correct?
The 75-strong team on shift have been at work for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's ticking over. You know, we get very experienced very quickly in here of getting a rough gauge of what sort of day you're going to have.
I need to know if he's breathing or not, it's really important.
Across London, there's probably 50 attempted suicides, around 50 drug overdoses a day, 70 road traffic collisions, lots of elderly fallers. Cardiac arrests, average in London is 28.
And I'm organising help for you now, so just stay on the line. I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
Yeah, it's reasonable so far.
I think my father might have had a little bit of a stroke. His speech is gone and his face is sloping to one side.
5,000 calls will come in today. But with only 386 crews at their disposal, the split-second decisions they have to make can have ongoing consequences across the city. And for the patient, mean the difference between life and death.
Okay, baby's out. Okay. So just remember the baby will be slippery. Don't let it drop. Girl or boy? Girl. Congratulations. You delivered your own baby.
In the east, a red one, the most urgent of calls, is in progress.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
I've just got up and my brother's slumped in the chair. He suffers with emphysema and can't even wake him.
Is he breathing?
No.
Ambulance crews Scott and Andy are closest, and they've just become free.
Right. Oh, red one. Oh, red one. Cardiac arrest.
999 mode activated.
Are you right by him now?
It's cold as anything.
And it's not breathing.
It's not breathing.
Okay.
Every second counts when you're dealing with a cardiac arrest. They're not breathing, their heart's not beating, their tissue and organs are starting to die. The quicker we start chest compressions and we get that blood moving around the body, the better chance we've got of saving his life.
Hello, ambulance. In here. When did you last see him, sweetheart?
Last night I went a bit about 12. My father suffers with chronic lung disease and...
Right. Let's get those pads on.
Sorry, mate.
The 62-year-old patient Paul lives with his sister Dawn.
Not seen since last night.
She found him when she came downstairs for breakfast.
With no signs of circulation, start CPR.
When we do CPR, it's brutal. It is absolutely brutal. We're putting airways in and we're doing chest compressions and ribs are getting broken. For the family, it's just raw, you know, the emotion that you get within a room. And that can be really difficult.
28, 29, 30. Yeah, adrenaline. 10 minutes in date.
3, 2, 1. Ventilate. Ventilate. Ventilate.
20 miles from Paul's house, another man is suffering a cardiac arrest at his doctor's surgery. 2 ambulances are on scene and have requested urgent backup from an advanced paramedic. The problem is, the only one available is stuck in heavy traffic in central London, 13 miles away.
So 51-year-old male who is now confirmed with an ambulance on scene saying the patient is in cardiac arrest and has had 1 shock delivered. It's a nightmare. There's no other way we can go at the moment.
In a 2-year period since becoming an advanced paramedic, I've done approaching 250 cardiac arrests. The average paramedic in London attends between 3 to 5 in a year.
Dan is sent to the more complex cardiac arrests, where his expertise can make the difference between life and death.
Even if we get a pulse back, that's actually the most difficult period of a cardiac arrest management, and that's where my strength certainly will come in.
Chelsea, can you call Romeo 101 on their Bravo set regarding that cardiac arrest, please?
Romeo 101, hello, it's Chelsea on the APP desk.
Chelsea is coordinating the advanced paramedics across London today.
Give me a sec, I'll tell you exactly where he is. So he's still a little bit to you, but he's making good progress. Cheers, bye. That's one of the ambulance crew that are on scene with this cardiac arrest that I've sent Dan to. They've got a pulse back on this patient, but we know that he's having an MI and he's got a blocked artery in his heart.
Surviving a cardiac arrest is, I think you've got a 1 in 10 chance or something like that. So the reality of running up, jumping up and down on someone's chest and shocking them and everyone surviving like you see on TV is actually pretty rare.
It takes Dan 36 minutes to reach the scene.
Colonel, this, yeah.
You are acutely aware that you've got someone's life in the balance. I think you have to have a kind of like tunnel vision. And without sounding too cold about it, you have to look at it as kind of disease processes in front of you and try and avoid thinking about an individual as a dad, as a son, as a member of someone's family.
Have we got any family members here at all? Is the gentleman here on his own?
Yeah, they're made aware.
Earlier this morning, the patient Saeed was walking his dog when he felt chest pains. He went to his GP surgery, where he collapsed.
How are we doing? Just the 1 shock?
Yeah, just 1 shot, witnessed by us, but yeah,
Okay.
rest.
And what's his name?
Saeed.
Saeed. Obviously, he's in a pretty fragile state, so we just aim to keep him as flat as we possibly can. Minimal movement wherever we can, and bear in mind that when we start to roll him around, there's always the possibility he might re-arrest.
Dan must stabilise Saeed before it is safe to transport him to a specialist heart attack centre.
Basically, his level of consciousness is starting to come up. The problem with that is the whole time that happens, he's going to start to put more and more kind of pressure on his fragile heart muscle. Okay, cool. So I'm going to give him this, and then we're going to get going, guys. So can you just timestamp on there? So press the event button and just press morphine for me. All right, Saeed. I'm just going to go and have a quick word with his family. Are you all right getting him out into the trolley bed and just carrying on out to the ambulance from now on?
Yeah.
Hi there, my name's Dan. I've come to assist the guys here at the moment. It all looks quite scary, but try to kind of reassure yourself that kind of we're on top of this at the moment. Do you want to come in the ambulance, or are you going to follow up separately, or?
If you can take her.
Yes, certainly. All right, Saeed. Just keep reassuring him at the top end, that's awesome.
$25, $26, $27, $28, $29, $30.
3, 2, 1, ventilate.
I mean, we've had nothing
3,
at all.
2,
Not a blip,
1,
not even adrenaline.
ventilate.
What we had so far, just asystole.
Yeah.
In East London, Scott and Andy have been trying to resuscitate Dawn's brother Paul for 40 minutes.
Ventilate.
For us, it's someone we've never met, but for the family, it's their loved one, the most important person in their life.
3, 2, 1, ventilate.
And they think that we can perform miracles.
Ventilate.
There comes a point where we can't do anymore, and we need to let the person pass peacefully. He'd not been seen since last night. No other reversibles. It is a really difficult decision because you know the impact it's going to have on people's lives, the family.
It doesn't look like we're going to have much success. I just need to speak with our clinical people, and then we'll talk about what's going to happen next. Okay? But I should imagine we'll probably stop what we're doing. We've done everything we can for him, and at the moment it does seem that way.
After 46 minutes, they decide there's nothing more that can be done for Paul.
When we have to stop a resuscitation, sometimes the hardest bit of the whole process, gathering the family together and helping them to understand what's happened.
The ambulance driver said it was quick. It was quick.
It might be that we've not managed to save the patient, but I think sometimes probably the most important thing we do is just to show a little bit of humanity and a little bit of kindness to people that are left behind, because they're the people that have got to deal with what's left.
Poppy, we're off now, sweetheart.
Thank you so much.
All right.
It's so helpful. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, if there's anything you need or anything, you can always call. If you find yourself in a bit of a crisis.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, don't be sorry.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
All right, Saeed.
We're at the hospital now, Saeed.
Do you want to follow us? Yeah, you follow us through. Yeah, definitely. Sorry, what was your name? Sufi.
An hour and 20 minutes after going into cardiac arrest at his doctor's surgery, Saeed's been brought 5 miles to one of London's specialist heart attack centres.
Hang on. Just can we check a pulse? Just check for pulse a second, guy.
Yeah.
You got a pulse? Have you got a pulse? Hang on, let's get him out of the lift. Just into this area here for a second. Just pop that down the floor. Hang on. Yeah, got a good pulse. So just get this back onto his face and just actually hold it like that.
Hold it just like
yeah,
that?
no, hold it like in the cigarette that you had before. Okay, cool. Ready, brace, lift. Hang on, just 1 second, because you're going to need to get these straps off. Okay, cool. Obviously the pressure is on to get this in and get... Here we go, so the dye's going in now.
Over the next hour, the cardiac surgeon will remove the blockage from Saeed's artery and insert a stent to keep it open.
I think luck does play a part in people's lives. Having your cardiac arrest in a GP surgery where there's a defibrillator and a trained medical professional is probably the luckiest you're going to get.
In the city today, the ambulance service has dealt with 26 cardiac arrests. They've saved the lives of 4 of them.
Are you scared of dying?
It's not really something I've ever given really much thought about.
I wonder if this job changes, because we do see quite a lot of death.
I think it does.
I know this might sound really soppy, but I think because I understand that, you know, life's quite fragile and we could go at any time.
Yeah.
Because my boys are sort of spread a little bit and everything else.
Yeah.
Every time I speak to them, I always make sure I tell them I love them.
Yeah.
And I think that has definitely changed since I've been doing this.
You know, with this job, at some point, you're going to see it. You know, if you work in an office, you know, the biggest thing you've got to worry about is, you know, your pen running out.
Yeah.
Well, I checked my ponds last night and there is not a tadpole in sight. No, my fish have eaten them all. I'm devastated. I'm not going to be a mum to frogs this year.
Someone's been stabbed.
Multiple times.
Right, are you with the patient now?
Yes, he's unconscious on the floor in a pool of blood.
It looks like it's a care home. A resident has assaulted a member of staff. That member of staff has been stabbed and is in a bad way. The police are reporting that one of them may be in cardiac arrest. They want 2 ambulances.
When we get a major trauma job, they're always quite heavily resourced because we know we may have multiple patients and you can deplete your resources quite quickly. You suddenly find your stress level ramps up a gear.
2 patients at the care home are suffering major trauma and blood loss, and multiple crews are needed on scene. All available ambulances in the area are dispatched.
Right, sorry, but I've got to cancel you down. Quite a lot of crews at the moment, but it's a larger incident. But obviously, while that's going on, calls are still incoming for the area. Now I've got a red call.
12 miles from the stabbing at the care home, another life-threatening emergency is in progress in East London.
There's been a shooting.
There's been a shooting.
2 people, one of them is breathing.
Seen it.
Chelsea needs to quickly assess whether she has an advanced paramedic available.
Hems as well, here we go. Boom.
Incident updated.
3 people have been shot.
Status sent.
1 in the leg, 1 in the back.
Dan, it's Chelsea. The next job's a shooting. 2 patients. Hems are also attending. I'll confirm the RVP with you shortly.
Yeah, Roger, that's all received. It's right next to my flat.
Dan is 12 minutes away. 2 ambulances, a first response car and the air ambulance are also en route.
He's not breathing, he's on the phone, he's not breathing.
He's not breathing or he's not breathing properly?
I don't know, what did you just shout?
Right, okay, keep calm, keep calm.
If a bullet enters your leg, the difference between a couple of millimetres either side of one of the largest vessels in your body is the difference between you living and potentially bleeding to death in the back of an ambulance or before an ambulance even gets to you.
So the clock is ticking.
We've got someone on the way to you, listen to me, alright?
I'm getting told to move them.
Right, now stay where they are. Stay exactly where they are. What part of the body is injured?
Ambulance, they don't move it. Ambulance, they don't touch it.
The very nature of these calls is they tend to be pretty chaotic. There's always the possibility that there's someone still running around with a gun or a knife. The people that are involved in this incident were all running around and screaming and shouting. They're massively adrenalised and scared as well. Cool. How we doing? I may give off a certain air of calm, but underneath, my heart's going as fast as everyone else's.
While the air ambulance crew deal with the man shot in the back, Dan, as the most senior paramedic on scene, takes charge of the other victim.
How are we doing?
This guy's got shot in the leg.
Has he actually been shot in the car, or where was that? Do we know where it's all happened?
No, outside the car, but put in the car.
And it's
Single gunshot wound exactly there.
okay.
No exit wound.
No exit wound. And can you see the bullet kind of anywhere near the surface, something like that at all? I'll find it, mate, in a second. And we've got no ideas at the moment what he's been shot with. Okay, cool. Right. Yeah, well, let's get you in the ambulance first. I know, we'll get you in the ambulance first, mate. All right. Got one wound, single entry, no exit wound on the back of his thigh. No obvious kind of underlying haematoma, nothing like that at all. Yeah. Let's have another, just quick. I'm not going to undress it, but I want just a quick look at your leg, mate. Right. I think we'll go and we'll do everything kind of en route. Yeah. So the kind of things we're kind of worrying about where that wound is obviously you've got a big blood vessel that kind of runs up the inside of your thigh, but it doesn't appear to be actively involved at that moment. Right, cool.
I ain't no thing anymore.
No.
I just, bro.
What's this scar from? Did you? So just take it nice and easy, mate, yeah? 6-2.
Yeah, don't go ahead with your report.
Yeah, can I put a blue call into the Royal London when you're ready for details?
We've got a 22-year-old male with a single gunshot wound to the back to the rear of his right thigh.
We've got an entry wound only with no exit wound seen.
I'm about to give him some morphine for anesthesia, but no further drugs administered. And we've got an ETA of approximately 15 minutes.
This is going to be the second patient following the HEMS patient that I believe is just ahead of us.
Yeah, no worries.
So this is just a bit of morphine. You might feel a bit of cold in your arm. All right, I can give you more of this, but obviously can't take it away, so I can always keep topping it up, buddy. All right. Listen, all your numbers that we're looking at are really good, so there's nothing to suggest you're kind of bleeding heavily in your legs. I know it hurts, all right, and I'm giving you stuff, and I can give you some more for that on the way, all right? So I know it's really... Huh? I know, mate. Well, mate, don't be brave about it. I can give you plenty more, so that's not a problem, all right? I know. And so to start off with, you're going to have lots and lots of adrenaline running around you, but that adrenaline's going to start to wear off. Yeah, I know. Did you see what you were shot with? Was it a handgun, was it? Right, a shotgun? Oh, shit's gun, sorry, okay, yeah. Was it pretty close range then, was it? Yeah, okay. So we're not far now, mate, literally probably a couple of minutes. Pain still there at the moment? Yeah, let me give you a little bit more, mate, because honestly, when that adrenaline starts to wear off,
Why didn't you say nothing, man? Why didn't you say nothing? Now you're gonna make me emotional, man.
Now it's not the best time, mate.
You know, life is crazy, man. Life is up. I was born around here, man. My mum born around here. I just come say hello to a couple guys. I wasn't expecting nothing. I'm here for 5 minutes, and then I got shot and I'm in an ambulance.
It's not my concern to think about what this person has done or not done to end up in the back of my ambulance. I don't want to know what's happened prior to me arriving, and that way I can impartially treat everyone that's involved. I went to the Lee Rigby job and we didn't know what happened. We thought it was just some gang thing, so we treated the two that killed him. And it was only when we got back that someone went put Sky News on where we realised what had happened. I'm glad I didn't know.
Lovely, all right, mate.
The East London shooting is just one of 8 major trauma cases currently in progress, all requiring multiple crews on scene. In the control centre, they're struggling to find ambulances for the new high-priority calls coming in.
Anybody can please assist us with any of the following emergency calls. Chest pain in Thornton Heath, a chest pain in Biggin Hill, an unresponsive person in Croydon.
The allocators must appeal to crews to make themselves available for the next patient as quickly as possible.
Group 1718, General Class, still looking for an ambulance, please, for category call SE1.
And I'm afraid the cupboard is bare. There can be times it makes you nervous. I was on duty on July 7th, 2005, and there's always that thought in the back of your mind, what is the next call going to be?
How many people attacked them?
4 boys.
4 boys.
It seemed like they were in the same school because they were wearing the same uniform as one of the boys that's lying here.
They were all in school uniform as well?
Yeah.
What flipping heck is going on today? We've now got 2 people stabbed, an 18-year-old male in the stomach and somebody else. You're in your school uniform, stabbing other students. God.
Chelsea is coordinating 3 advanced paramedics across London. 2 are currently busy treating patients. Dan is at the hospital with the shooting victim, and the other with a man who's in cardiac arrest at King's Cross Station. Chelsea must decide whether to commit the only other one available to support the regular crews at the stabbing call that's just come in.
When you've got a limited number of vehicles and plenty of calls coming in, you have to decide, right, who's the sickest, who am I hedging my bets with here?
Tell me exactly what's happened there.
Yeah, he's hanging the body.
Oh my God, there's another hanging.
Okay, do you think we could cut him down and see if maybe we can do CPR on him?
No. He's already dead.
What makes you think that he's already dead?
Yeah, he's already, no answer, that's why.
Okay, he's not going to answer you if he's hanging.
I've just sent AP60.
Chelsea decides to dispatch her last available advanced paramedic to the hanging, while an air ambulance crew deal with the schoolboys who've been stabbed.
We are coming, sir, we are coming as quickly as we possibly can.
I'm worried as well.
Okay, I understand you're scared, my love, but is there anyone that's willing to go and cut him down?
At the moment, the best thing we can do for this patient is to cut him down, because until he's cut down, we can't start doing resuscitation on him.
I can completely understand he wouldn't want to go back in. It's quite an ask for a member of the public who's never seen anything like that before.
So you're telling me you're not willing to cut him down?
Yeah, no, my body's shaking.
I understand. I do understand that you're worried, my love.
You do need to do this. You have to help us until we can get to him.
No, listen to me, sir. It's so critical that we try and cut him down. It's the only way that we're going to be able to try and save his life.
Okay, it's coming.
Is the ambulance with you?
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Yeah.
All right, my love. I'll leave you with the paramedics. Thank you. Bye-bye.
It's gone crazy this afternoon. Absolutely crazy.
Chelsea?
Thank you.
A call has come in for a man who is reported to have fallen from height. At the Royal London Hospital, advanced paramedic Dan has just finished handing over his patient who had been shot.
Dan?
AP62. Are you in a position at all to go green for a call?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, go on.
A gentleman who's reported to have jumped from the 9th floor of a hotel.
Great. At the minute, you're the only resource dispatched.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, leave it.
9th floor, not 600 foot.
Okay, yeah, leave me on it, mate.
Yeah, we'll do.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye.
What's happened?
So someone has jumped off a building from the 9th floor. So they're seeing me at the moment.
Incident updated.
No other ambulances are available in the area, so Dan takes the 2 at the hospital who are just finishing up with a double shooting.
M's currently not available.
Well, he doesn't appear to be breathing, is what we've been told, and he's not responding with a head injury.
Even if something sounds hopeless, if we get there early enough, there is always a minute chance that we can do something about it.
It's going to be down here somewhere, I imagine.
I don't want to be the person that thinks if only. If only I'd tried, if only I'd checked for more injuries. I don't want that if only sort of hanging over me.
Is there any obvious kind of brain matter anywhere that you can see or? Okay. Are you happy for me to move him? Yeah. I'll just put the pads on him. I think realistically. So he's got massive chest injuries. Pupils are fixed and dilated. We've got blood coming out there. We've got no pulse. He's deceased. So we'll get a time officially off this as well. I take it this has literally just happened, isn't it?
We're declaring it
1712, yeah. Yeah, AP62, just a quick update when you're ready for details.
Yeah, I'm ready, Dan, go ahead.
He has got injuries incompatible with life, and we have recognised life extinct at 1712. Plenty of police officers on scene.
Yeah, roger that.
Recognition life extinct 1712.
Injuries incompatible. Thanks.
Thank you, mate. I'll call you shortly. Okay. By the very nature of what I do, there is every chance that I'm going to pronounce someone dead at least once a shift. It has now become the norm for me. That's not to be confused with saying I'm used to it. I don't think you should ever become used to it, because then something's a bit broken inside you. But it's important to accept that it's part of the norm for my job, and you build up a level of resilience that you don't become too attached to that individual, because the next call is inevitably going to be just as critical as the one I've just attended.
Sergeant, Trish. Terry? Yeah. Yeah. It's all done. Right.
Monday morning, and across the city, all 408 crews on shift are working at full capacity.
You're right. We don't offer brandies, I'm afraid. Otherwise I'd give you one. He looks like he needs one, doesn't he?
I understand that you've never done it before. If the baby is ready to come, we're going to have to help your wife.
In the control centre, the past 2 hours have seen an unexpected spike in life-threatening red calls.
Steph, can we have a report from the IRO on that hanging one, please, love?
Just stay on the line and tell you exactly what to do next, okay?
We've also got another one there, 87-year-old not breathing.
You do think to yourself that absolutely every resident of London has picked up the phone. We have a whole department of people looking into trends, and sometimes it is just everybody gets sick.
With critical calls stacking up, they're running out of ambulances.
You don't really want to see any yellow on the map. We've got quite a big portion of London that's not got any cover at the moment.
The patient has been on the floor for 50 minutes waiting for an ambulance to become available. Just don't have enough ambulances.
And there's still no let-up in new calls coming in.
Dad? Dad? No. He's not breathing.
All right, my love, listen to me. We're going to start doing CPR on him, okay? All right, I want you to place... Listen to me, we are coming as quickly as we possibly can, but we need to help him in the meantime, okay? Place the heel of your hand on the breast.
We've been driving the car, and she ran on the back of the car, and we hit her.
So you've knocked her over?
I don't know. She just appeared.
Is he on the floor?
He's on the floor, but I can't wake him up.
Is he breathing?
Yeah, but not properly.
Okay, listen, say now for me every single time he takes a breath.
Now.
Next one.
Please
Alright,
hurry up. Please.
Alright, they're not far away, they're just round the corner.
Surge purple enhanced. Purple enhanced.
With a new emergency call now coming in every 12 seconds, they're at risk of not reaching them all in time. Senior clinicians decide they must escalate to a state known as Surge Purple Enhanced.
We're struggling to provide a safe response to London. We have to start making sure we're getting to the sickest quickest, and we have to say no or not yet to those that aren't as seriously ill or injured.
Okay, so based on the information that you provided, we have assessed that an emergency ambulance is not required at this moment because you need a further assessment.
We have to start being a lot more ruthless with the calls that we're holding. We refer people to the 111 service. we start advising people that they should be contacting their GP, or if they're able to do so, make their own way to an A&E department.
Because at the moment we don't need to send you an emergency ambulance.
Once you ring 111 and you give them that information, they will assess you. And if they feel that they need to provide transport, they'll automatically do that for you.
No, I understand that. Okay, that's why I'm arranging this help for you. But at the moment, an emergency ambulance is not required for yourself. We give. It's hung up on me.
It can be really difficult telling someone, no, sorry, we're not sending you an ambulance.
Okay, who's in the house with you?
You can have people calling for help for their loved ones or for themselves, but we haven't got the vehicles or the staff, so that can be difficult, and you do feel quite heartless sometimes.
Only 15 ambulances are currently available for the 8.5 million people of London.
Emergency ambulance? Tell me exactly what's happened.
And now a life-threatening call is coming in.
Oh, I know where we're going. Cool.
Is it heroin addict? Yeah.
And she's on overdose. She's on
heroin?
Heroin, yeah.
The last remaining crews in the area are dispatched.
Is he awake?
No.
Is he breathing?
No.
He's not conscious and not breathing?
No, I left him. He's like, there's nothing, just nothing.
Is he breathing, Mo? Should we get him down off the steps, mate? Just start bagging him up first and then we'll get him moving once the crew's here. Yeah. Cool. So, looks to be opiate overdose as given. Yeah, we'll get him down and get him off the steps. Careful, everyone, careful. Okay, keep going. Okay, that'll do. Mind his head. Cool, okay, so we start bagging him. We need some Narcan. Just see what his veins are like, first of all. Oh, we should. No, they're not awful. So just be aware of sharps, guys. We've got some Narcan here, which I'll draw up for you. You happy at the top end still, guys?
Yeah, chest ain't moving.
Dan administers a drug, Narcan, that reverses the effects of the heroin.
So he's had 400, I'll give him another 400 in a minute.
I'm doing his respiratory.
Yeah, we've got that.
Open your eyes for us, fella. Hello, mate, how you doing? Hello, mate. Just lie still for a minute, fella. Just lie still for a minute. Shall we just get 100% mask? Just lie still for me, fella. All right, lie still for me. You've overdosed, fella. You've overdosed. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? You're all right. So my name's Dan, I'm a paramedic, and these guys all around you are paramedics too as well, okay? So just relax. Let's get down as soon as we can. Yeah. So I'll do it on that arm. All right, buddy. Do it on that arm. Not sure. We found you up on the steps, mate. So we're just going to give you a little bit of oxygen. And this is just leave that one on because that's just measuring us. All right, buddy. What's your name?
Emergency ambulance, what's the address of the emergency? We're going to be with you as soon as we can, okay? I do need to advise you though, it may take up to an hour for an ambulance to be dispatched because we are very busy.
No, we haven't actually got any units at the moment to send to you.
An hour? Yeah, it may take up to an hour. It's because we're very busy. It will be as soon as we can though. It will be.
But this is very intriguing.
I understand.
I need help as well.
I understand that it's an emergency, and we always get there as soon as we can. It's just because we're very busy at the moment.
Status set. Available on radio.
Shaney and Gary have just finished treating a patient with a bad cut.
One in, one out.
And already they've been dispatched to the home of an 88-year-old man with dementia whose condition is deteriorating.
I think it's this block right here.
Wilfree's now getting busy.
Is Wilfree busy as well?
So waiting time is up to 60 minutes.
Hello. Hello.
Have we come for you?
Thank you very much. We haven't done anything yet. Don't be thanking us just yet.
And what's happened today?
Today, he was in chest infection. He couldn't...
He appears to be struggling a bit.
Very easy. Last night he doesn't sleep. Until morning, he couldn't breathe, you know?
Okay.
He couldn't breathe. And today, he couldn't talk, he couldn't eat.
Sir? Hello? I'm fine. How are you? Your wife's very worried about you. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop you downstairs, get you on the ambulance, all right, and take you to hospital, okay?
You know what we have to do?
Oh dear.
I don't want it.
Oh, darling, don't worry. It's all right. Don't, sweetheart, listen, okay?
What do you think?
Listen, if he's not very well, he's not very well, is he? All right, you've done the right thing by calling us.
I know.
Okay?
But I don't want him to die at all.
Oh, well, there'll be no talk of that. There'll be no talk of that. Far too much paperwork to do. No talk of that. Let's get him back up the hospital.
Yes.
It's a nice hat and scarf. It's all right?
Thank you very much.
Not at all, my lovely.
I don't think he can stand.
I know.
He's sitting on a hoist.
He's not fat, but he's quite tall and heavy, and that's what I'm worried about. That lift's not big enough for a stretcher, is it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's okay, 202. The patient is not weight bearing at all. And we just get him into the chair and then onto the bed, so it's going to be a difficult lift over.
Yeah, Roger, absolutely. Don't you do yourself an injury.
Could you get another crew running on this call? Preferably a double crew over.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, currently no.
In East London, 3 crews are still with their overdose patient.
Do you know where you are, buddy?
Yes, I know.
Tell me where you are.
And Down's drugs are working their magic.
Okay, no, you're not. Don't worry. It's just... That's all right, you can put it back in. No, you know what? Don't worry. We've had to give you a little bit of that already. All right, you've already had some because that's what's waking up. You weren't really breathing properly. Well, you were barely breathing at all. So we've got some oxygen on at the moment, and we obviously had to give you some of the naloxone. Yeah. You are at the moment, but obviously you know probably full well that the drug we've given you wears off a lot quicker. We're going to get you up onto our trolley bed in a minute. Listen, we just need to get you on the ambulance just so we can do some checks on you. Yeah, well, you are at the moment, but because of what we've given you, you know full well that wears off quicker than the heroin that you've taken. There's always the chance that if he wanders off without our help, he could go back into respiratory depression and respiratory arrest, so he could overdose again. Let's just put some oxygen on you, buddy.
Leave me alone.
Just sit yourself up, fella. There we go.
Look at my fucking clothes off.
Right. They never thank you for saving their lives. As soon as you start waving syringes around, they know what you've done and they don't want you to give them any more. However, they've paid for it, but they've got their hit. And if you turn up and ruin it by administering the drug, they don't particularly like it. So, you understand? The potential of you walking away here is that you could overdose again and stop breathing. You understand that?
I've no intention to.
Yeah, I know you've no intention, but you have to understand, and you need to repeat it back to me.
If I get off this ambulance now,
Yeah.
there's a chance that I might overdose,
Yeah.
and I might stop breathing.
Fantastic, right.
You've done a fine job for me putting my phone on.
Well, sorry, mate, because we thought you were in cardiac arrest at the time. I'm sorry about that.
Can you sign there?
Why would you think I was in cardiac arrest?
Well, because you weren't breathing and you were blue. To all intents and purposes, you were dead.
You can become very angry and very disillusioned doing this job if you got judgmental with every single patient. My job is to treat what's put in front of me. If I suddenly got to the point where I'm judging and deciding who gets my assistance and who doesn't get my assistance, you're getting into the realms of playing God a little bit there.
Come on, pop your jacket on. If you want to leave, but feel free to leave now. Otherwise, stay with us and we'll take you to hospital.
Out of here now.
Right.
No, okay, well then I'll let you do that outside.
People aren't born onto the streets. They all have a story. In the time that I've been with the ambulance service, homelessness has definitely gone up. I've been to homeless people who went to public schools, who had good jobs, who were married and had children, are now living homeless.
So your mates are all up the top with your dog, all right? Okay, well, the dog that was with you then.
People who kind of living on the streets have no one. It's sad.
Yeah, well, because he's at an angle, if I hold it like this, then it'll be...
Cyrus's carer has arrived and offered to help Shaney and Gary move him down to the ambulance.
to go to hospital with him?
He's not on properly, no?
No, he needs to come up.
I'll come up.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yep. Is that okay?
Yes, fine.
Thank you so much for your help. No, you saved another ambulance coming. I'll give them a call.
Did you cancel it?
Yeah, it's Echo 202. You can cancel. We've worked around it with the help of the carer over.
I come with you.
Of course, of course. Are you ready to go?
Of course.
I'm going to get this up. Sweetheart, just give us a second. We're just going to get your husband on the bed and then we'll get you in, all right?
Right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. You should get a job in the ambulance service.
I just said that to him.
Did you?
How many years you married?
4.
You have children?
Not yet. Not yet. Where are you from?
Iran.
Oh, really? When did you come over here?
36 years before.
Really?
After the revolution of Iran.
Oh, I see. 36 years.
I couldn't go back because they will kill me.
Oh, honey. I know, it must have been horrific. How was it? Well, I can't imagine what it was like.
Because they executed my husband in Iran. The first day of revolution, they killed my husband.
Wow. Well, that's pretty horrific.
Very bad. That's my ex-husband.
This is your ex-husband?
Yes. We separated 47 years before.
Do you still live together, though?
He was with my daughter. After he got sick, he came downstairs to live with me. And I love him because I have a daughter.
Wow.
I love him too much.
It's a good job you do love him, isn't it?
We arrived, yes.
Sorry, darling?
We arrived.
Yeah, we're here. You all right, darling? Yes, of course. Don't rush.
By 5 o'clock, call volume across London has fallen and normal service has resumed.
Emergency ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
It's about a Catholic disturbed and she's buried in the garden.
Is there a person there that needs an ambulance?
Oh no, we won't take the ambulance here.
You don't need it.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
My nails come off, right? I've got acrylics on there, but it's gone into my skin, so I can't cut it off or nothing. It's hanging off.
Right. Okay.
Ambulance emergency. What is the address you need the ambulance? So you're the Queen of England. All right. So why have you dialed 999?
Emergency ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
There's a young man here that looks like he's on fire. Seems like it's been an explosion. We need a fire brigade as well.
Yeah, the house is on fire. What should I do with the guy?
I'm going to, sir, I'm going to tell you what to do, right? Okay, is everyone safe and out of danger?
The guy's in the house. I don't know about anyone else. He's dead.
You think he's dead?
No, no, he is dead. But there's another guy that's got that there.
Right, so you listen. Yeah, okay, listen to me. Help is on the way. We're getting the fire brigade.
How many now? 3 now. So you've just got a third person out, yeah? And they're burnt as well, are they?
AP62.
Pete is the nearest advanced paramedic.
Stoke Newington area, there's a fire call.
There's lots and lots of people that have seen it, 'cause I think there's a lot of smoke involving a flat. Some people are reporting an explosion, but there's one person trapped inside, and that there's one person outside that was either on fire or something to that effect.
We had multiple calls, and by multiple I mean in excess of 10.
I will go be green in 2 seconds.
All right, bye.
Multiple calls normally triggers alarm bells that what you're responding to is going to be big. It does make you step up a gear and focus.
4 ambulances, 5 first response cars, advanced paramedic Pete, the air ambulance team and the fire brigade are all en route.
So you've got everybody coming down there as fast as they can?
Well, they're all on the way. Ambulance, the police and the fire brigade, everyone's on the way.
Do you know how far the ambulance are?
They are coming as fast as they can.
No, I understand that.
Seconds feel like minutes, minutes feel like hours when you're waiting for an ambulance, don't they?
Honest to God, the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I almost feel like I'm going to collapse myself.
You're doing really well, though. Just keep flushing that with water.
Hey, they're coming, the ambulances are coming.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What's happened?
Sir, I can't talk to you at the moment, okay? I can't talk to you.
The air ambulance team will deal with the patient feared dead inside the flat. Pete is responsible for the other 3 patients who are scattered across the site.
Hello, mate.
So I'm waiting for 2 ambulances, 4 patients.
Yep.
1 upstairs, full thickness burn.
Yep.
2 down here.
Yeah.
About 25 to 30% burns being dealt with by the crews.
Yeah.
At Sola have a fourth patient with a smashed hand who jumped from the second floor
Okay.
in their ambulance. Okay.
Do we know the cause of the explosion?
We don't yet. Okay.
All right, no worries. I'll go and start triaging. Yeah, hello, mate. You all right? Okay. So, open your mouth, stick your tongue out, say ah. Does your throat feel burnt at all? I'm just going to look up your nose. Okay, so he's got singeing to his nose here. What happened? Okay, all right. Let's leave these on here for another 10 minutes. So the burns gels have been on for 15 minutes. You're going to stay with this guy, okay? All right, and you guys are going to transport him. Is this patient number 3?
No, it's only patient number 4.
Injuries quickly?
Got quite a lot of singeing.
Got you. Dude, open up your mouth. Say ah. Okay, so there's no soot in the airway. No singeing. Okay, cool. I'm happy to leave you with him. Okay, all right. Hello?
You got LAS paramedic?
Yes, yeah.
We're ready to go. He wants you to come with.
The explosions happened in the middle of an Orthodox Jewish area, and the community Hatzola ambulance has come to lend a hand.
Hello, man. How are you?
Yeah,
I'm Pete. You all right?
I'm Io. Nice
Hello.
to meet you.
Injuries?
Burns on his face, his neck, his back, his 2 hands both are deformed.
Okay.
And he's got both legs and his buttocks.
How long have these burns gels been on? Have they been on for more than 15 minutes?
Just about, yes.
Okay, right, so guys, all burns gels off. I want cling film on the burns you can see. Don't wrap them all the way around his arms. Once the cling film's on, I want him completely covered to stop him getting cold. Sir, my name's Peter, all right, we're going to look after you. We're going to give you some very, very strong pain medicines. Does your throat feel burnt at all or sore? Okay, right, this guy needs to go. Okay, I'm worried about his airway. It's going to give you some strong painkillers, okay? Some really, really strong painkillers. Yeah, I've pub 62, can you show me blue with Hatzola to the Royal London Major Trauma Centre, please?
Blue to the London with Hatzola.
He has partial and full thickness burns. I haven't worked out a percentage yet. He does have airway burns. He's currently GCS 15 and talking. He's been given IV ketamine, and at ETA to the Royal London is going to be 5 minutes over.
Pete, I've got all of that loud and clear.
Thanks, I'm going to pass for you now.
How's that pain? I gave you a really strong painkiller. How's the pain? Is it a little bit better? Okay, cool. Right, let's go, please. Thanks very much. Okay, all right, it's okay.
He's got full thickness burns to his face, hands, buttocks and both lower limbs, and confirmed to have airway burns, which presents a huge problem because it isn't long before the airway starts swelling. Hence the need to go very, very swiftly to hospital with this gentleman. And I'm sure Pete will be watching him like a hawk the whole way there.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Each day can be mentally, emotionally and quite physically draining. It takes its toll, that's for sure.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, more importantly, how are you?
Yeah, good. I'm tired now.
I bet you are.
I'd love to talk to you for longer, but I want to go home. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
All right, take care, sleep well.
Bye. Bye.
He sounds fine, you know. To be fair, we're all pretty resilient. You've got to be, otherwise, after years of doing this, I think I'd probably be a gibbering wreck.
Oh my, I didn't know what it means to believe. Oh my, I didn't know what it means to believe.
With the greatest of respect, the governing party of the UK isn't really relevant as to whether you need an ambulance at the moment.
Frederick. Okay, Frederick, I don't think God is going to punch me on the nose, okay? Frederick, you're going to need to listen to me.
Oh Lord, I'm getting ready to believe. Oh my.
My sister asked me not that long ago how many dead people I reckon I'd seen, and I genuinely have long ago lost count. It's only when you talk about it or chat to relatives or friends who aren't involved in this, you realise that what we do is not entirely normal.
But if I hold on tight, is it true? Would you take care of all that I do? Oh Lord.
Oh, I'm pleased that day's over.
Yeah, I bet. It was a nice way to finish, though.
Then we'll be waving hands, singing freely, singing standing tall, now coming easy. No more looking down, honey, can't you see?
Home, James. Yep. I'm done. London's had it all.
I'm getting ready, oh Lord, I'm getting ready.
Next time, it's the night shift.
I need you to keep calm. Keep taking the gas in here, darling.
Unfortunately, we've got too many calls, not enough trucks, and a lot of very sick people tonight.